In this episode, Ryan shares some truths about the consequences of dealing with time wasters and whose time is more valuable than money. When you have all the money you need, you quickly realize that time is more valuable than money. Money replenishes, time doesn't. Listen to this episode to understand how to get your time back and get more money at the same time. Problems, challenges, and opportunities on Thursday. Every Thursday, Ryan takes you deep inside his business, sharing his problems, walks you through his challenges, talks about the opportunities that you only find once you've broken through the wall. That's the secret that every entrepreneur discovers, because the biggest problem in your business today usually becomes your greatest opportunity and asset tomorrow.
Hey podcasters, I hope everybody's well. Where are we now? It's actually Monday the 27th of July. I'm recording this now on Monday the 27th of July, and I think it's going out today to you guys. The reason for that is, once again, I've been super, absolutely pulled from pillar to post, super busy, can't complain. Need to embrace these times, these uncertain times, all the climate that we're in and the problems that everybody's having and how everyone has to adapt in their business and pivot. We're literally doing that, living proof, breathing, that adaptation every single day since the pandemic started. It's actually been a good thing for us. It's terrible, the pandemic. I understand that, appreciate that. People have lost their lives, their loved ones, their family, siblings, family members, etc., and people that they care about. That's very bad. That's a tragedy. But on the other side, it does bring opportunities for some people, and it brings, financial peril for other people as well. So I definitely can't complain on the financial side. Definitely can't complain on the work side. Definitely can't complain on the business side. I mean, right now I'm recording this podcast, this episode for you guys, and I'm upstairs on the top floor. What are we? Fifth floor in a hotel. We actually bought the lease on a hotel right now. 2 weeks ago we completed, during the pandemic, the coronavirus. So I'm actually in a king executive suite right now, 4-poster bed. There's lots of gold everywhere, gold chairs, gold leaf on the 4-poster bed. My partner, the manager as well, has bought some nice chandeliers and vases, etc., like goblets as well. So there's lots of gold everywhere. So I definitely cannot complain. I mean, we've scaled during the pandemic. I'm in a hotel that we've bought the lease on right now. That's now mine. If you go on the internet, type in obviously some details online, and you will see pictures on booking.com of this hotel. Now, in another episode, I'll share how we found the deal, how we structured the deal, how we put the finance together on the deal, how we got in for very little money or no money into the deal, and how much that hotel will make. And I may even do something where we document how much it makes. I haven't thought about that yet, but trying to attract some more hotel deals. I've got 2 other hotel deals under offer, some big ones. One's a medium size, one's a very, very large one. Yes, we're scaling during the pandemic, taking on hotels, taking on blocks of flats, taking on bigger deals, much bigger properties, etc., etc. So yeah, maybe I'll do something to document what they're generating, these deals, which will be used again in future for me to acquire more hotel deals or JV with some hotel owners, hoteliers, and, run their revenue management, increase their profits, because we have a model, the model works, and the model is scalable, of course, and it's what saved us during the pandemic, okay? So yeah, maybe I'll document that somehow and roll it out to other hotel owners. Anyway, very busy. The reason for this episode, from the hotel room upstairs, just finished some meetings, going into another meeting. It's been a day of crap, to be totally honest. So this is a bit of a moan. This is a bit of a rant. Let me step in real quick. I share a ton of business and investment tactics on this show. And it's a shame that there's no interaction on a platform like this, which is why I've created a Facebook community group called Property Crash Course, where I get to answer all of your questions. So you just post a deal or post a question and I'll show you where the money is in your deal or answer your question for you. So help me to help you in your business right now by asking me anything you need help with. Does that sound fair? Just go to Facebook and then search the groups and then type in Property Crash Course. I'm just sick of dealing with idiots. Anybody out there listening right now, my audience, my listeners, whether you're loyal, you've been here for 15, 16 months, 120, 30 episodes since it started, or if you're brand new, you've just come across this podcast for the first time. To all of you guys, the number one rule in business is to not deal with idiots. It sounds very simple, but you can easily find yourself doing deals you shouldn't really be doing, bending over backwards to accommodate people, companies, clients, tenants, guests, anybody, bending over backwards when you shouldn't really be doing it because they're just fucking idiots. What do these idiots do? Drain your resources, drain your time, drain your energy, drain your soul, drain everything out of you that's good, so then you have no energy. Then you have no soul, then you have no resources, and maybe you have no money left over, maybe you have no time left. They're just fucking vampires. Now, I completely understand that when you're starting out, when you're going forward, when you're trying to grow, or even completely starting out, getting your first customer, we have to deal with these idiots. We take on these idiots because we don't know when the next deal is coming along. We don't know when the next 50 grand is coming along. We don't know when the next property deal is going to complete. We don't know when the next, rental property is going to come across our desk. We don't know when the next below market value property is going to come, across our desk for us to buy. And we just don't know. You just don't know those things when you're starting out or you need the money. So yes, we've all done it. We've all been there. We've dealt with idiots, done deals with people we should not have done deals with. What have I learnt? What I've learned over the past, and even today, I've had somebody drain my resources, and just wasting time. I've got big issues going on. We've just gone on board with a new linen company. We've given them, I can't think off the top of my head, maybe 5 properties at the same time, 1 hotel at the same time, hundreds of sets of linen, travelling in and out of these properties with the changeovers and the amount of beds, etc. And they failed to deliver today. I've been wasting my time with other stupidities, with other investors, other landlords, other, people that we're working with, been draining my resources. So I haven't done the things I needed to do, which was be on top of the fucking new linen order to realise it hasn't come, and what has come, late isn't enough, and now we're faced with a problem tomorrow. Because 6 properties don't have linen, 1 fucking hotel doesn't have linen. So a new problem to deal with tomorrow. Of course I'll overcome it, of course I'll make it work, of course people will check in tomorrow, of course there will be linen, but it's fucking hassle that you don't need and I don't need. So what does this all mean?
Make sure you've subscribed, because tomorrow you'll get free Fridays. Every Friday, we bring some fun and excitement back into business by giving away the unlocks you need to push you through the hurdles. Free training giveaways, free products, free mentoring, and all because it's Free Friday. So make sure you've left a review, posted questions in the Property Crash Course community, or done something great so we can salute you.
Dealing with idiots, draining your time and resources. Stay away from these idiots as much as you can, because I understand you have to do some deals at the start to get some deals through, but when you've done those deals, when you're up and running, I just want you to do a self-audit and have a look at who out of your customers, clients, is draining your resources. Can you cut that customer? Can you offset them to somebody else? Can you not renew their contract? Can you outsource the work to somebody else? Can you put them onto a manager? Can you put them onto your assistant? Can you put anything in place so they understand better that you just don't have the time available to service their ridiculous demands and stupidities? Because what you'll find if you don't do that is the bigger you grow, the more you scale, the more points of contact you have with people, the more people who you give your phone number out to, the more clients you have, the bigger the company that you build. If you don't have these filters, these gatekeepers, these things in place where they have direct access to you, you'll find yourself in a position where you have no time left. And as you guys should know, time is more valuable than fucking money. You can have all the money in the world, but no time left if you're going to die tomorrow. And then is it worth having all the money in the world? No. So time is more valuable than money. I'm going to end this podcast on that note. Just to remember that, guys, time is more valuable than money. When you have more money, when you have enough money, that's when this mental shift happens, that you understand and you realize that it's not money which is the most important thing when you have enough of it to do everything you want to do, whenever you want to do it. It's time. Because time is the resource. Time is the commodity that expires. Every single day, every single hour, every single minute, every single second, you and I and everybody listening to this podcast has less time. That doesn't replenish, but money does. So get your money right, get it straight, maybe do a few deals you shouldn't deal at the start, maybe deal with some idiots, some half-wits and, deal with their stupidities at the start until you can get to the right level of money that you want. Then start to pick your clients, then start to pick your investors, then start to pick your network, then start to filter your friends, then start to avoid any time wasters in any and every aspect of your life. When you can do that, when you have enough money, you'll realize time is the most important commodity. And then you need to guard that shit with your life. The end.
He's a #1 Amazon bestseller. He's an NLP manipulator. He's a property course seller. He's a Lamborghini driving multi-millionaire property guru. Forget that same old boring I am me narcissistic podcast format, because nobody gives a fuck. This podcast is all about you. So I'm taking these few seconds to thank you for subscribing, to thank you for leaving your 5-star reviews, and thank you for sharing this show with all of your friends. My team and I will keep bringing you these episodes and answering all of your burning questions in my Facebook community group called Property Crash Course. If you can just keep telling all of your friends about this show.